Hey Bug TV, this is Jadrian. I was just patching up. I don't know what actually happened. I patched Star Trek the other day, and they must have had something come out between like Monday and today because I went to fire it up and it said I had another 6 GB patch, and I'm like, where did a 6 GB patch come from? So I guess I need to do a better job of keeping up with patches and patch day. So I'm not playing right this second, but I thought I would hop in while it's patching. I'm actually spending some time here sitting with my wife. She's going through uh, I guess one of the tutorials for changing your character's outfits, and I'm looking back and I did not realize that outfits cost so much in cryptic points or cryptic cash, however you want to call it. It's a little sad. I think what she's doing, I'm not sure if the tutorial said, but one of these tutorials you actually get to make some of your changes for free for the first time, and I think that's what they're letting her do right now. So she's going through and creating a new character outfit for when she plays. She's actually going to play with me. I had downloaded the game to her computer like a long time ago, and just for whatever reason I never actually installed it. So I'm actually got it installed, and she went through the first tutorial missions. She played that for a little bit, which was very cool, and she got to see some of the starship combat firsthand. Gave her a couple tips. She likes to, circle target type of thing. I didn't tell her face it and keep just your forward shield on it and stuff. I just let her experience the game as it goes, but gave her a couple tips to help her out, and it improved her space combat, and then helped her learn a little bit about ground combat. So she's completed her tutorial. She got her ship, and now she is uh, making some modifications. Hey Eagle Claw, how's it going? Don't mind us. We're just taking a few minutes for me to repatch up. I guess we had a patch recently I wasn't aware of, so which just always is my luck. Right when I'm about to go broadcast to play, it has a big patch. So I'm just doing a mini patch broadcast. Never done one of those before, so I just thought, well, I'll just hang out while it patches. So I'm just kind of watching my wife here go through the first beginnings of Star Trek Online. So once I'm all patched up, I'm going to hop in with her, and we're going to do one of the player-made missions. Pull one up and take a look at it. This has a lot more clothing options than when I started a long time ago. That's actually very, very cool. Oh, and the Claus says, no worries. It's just fun hanging out with you two. Oh, that's my heart. Yeah, we're kind of cool. And the neat thing about Star Trek is it has a built-in chat client. So once I'm actually able to get in and play, then I'm hoping I'll be able to have conversations with my wife, and you can hear her responses. So she'll actually get to participate a little bit. So that'll be kind of fun. So I am just about to hit the cusp of the 50%, and it's going fairly quick. I'm not quite sure how long it will take me to get the rest of it, but let's see. I'm just watching the little meter go. I just hit 50%, and it's been patching for about 12 minutes. So I thought I could play something else while I wait for it to patch, but then it's like I'd get to doing something else, and then before I know it, it's done past Star Trek time, and I really feel like playing some Star Trek. So I think I will just go ahead and wait the few minutes. And what I'll do is once this is done patching, I'll just start a new broadcast. That way, someone who actually watches this broadcast, the mission, they don't have 30 minutes of me patching, and then they get to watch the actual mission. So I just put this up in case anybody came on. We could chit chat about what's going on in the gaming world. So this will be, like I said, just a patch conversation time. Which, speaking of, talked a little bit about this yesterday. I'm not sure if you can see my Internet Explorer when I pull it up, but if you go to, I haven't looked at the SOE.com website. Oh, I guess you can see my browser in a tiny, tiny window there. I wonder if I can expand that out. Oh, it's kind of stuck small. Let's see. Uh, yeah, it doesn't let me expand that out. Well, the Sony is just interesting because they have Vanguard, and I'm wondering what they have put out. They have not put out a whole lot about going free to play, but it was something worth mentioning. Exciting change is coming. Vanguard going free to play. Now it's probably pretty tiny. Yeah, I'm looking at. There's no way you can read that on my screen. So the important part to get out of that is that Vanguard's going free to play. So like we were saying yesterday, there's nothing put out yet exactly how it's going to be. I wish they would do the route of, say, how NCSoft is doing some of their free-to-plays, where the entire game is available. There's no limitations, and the cash shop is there for all the fun stuff. Let's see, Eagle Claw says he read something about that this morning. It looks like they're trying to get the developer team back together too. They're going to add new content as well. So I'm hoping what they'll do is make it completely free to play, and then just add a whole bunch of fun stuff, kind of like what they did with EverQuest 2. Like EverQuest 2, they could make that entire game free to play and just purely pull money in off of all the mounts and armor sets and things that they have for sale. And you could do something very similar with Vanguard. Just make the entire game available and then just leave it for folks to spend money on all the fun stuff you could get, the decorative items. And because Vanguard has such a deep crafting and housing and ships, you could put those things, those types of things for sale on the market, and I bet people would buy it, and you could generate a pretty good chunk of money and probably generate a lot more money than they generate now. But yeah, they're bringing back some of the developers. Looks like they got new developers to go with it as well, and they're going to start bringing out some updates. However, there obviously is not a whole lot put out. I mean, there's a little bit here if you go to the actual official website and take a look at it. So it will be interesting to see how this shapes up. And I don't see a release date. I mean, I'm just kind of briefly skimming it, but I don't see a release date yet. So just the fact that it's been announced going free to play is going to be pretty exciting, which then leads to the rumors then that EverQuest Next is going to be a free to play. My wife's trying to pick some naughty nurse outfits. She made a no, it's very professional. It's nice. It's very professional, but she's picked out some very cool outfits. So I guess she has her adventuring outfit, and then she's got one that she can switch to, which is her off-duty uniform. Trying to figure out some of the different stuff, but she's got a couple of different outfits to wear, which is cool. I need to check my guy because I think I've only got one outfit type. But anyway, Eagle Claw says the crafting system was the most amazing that I have ever experienced, and I'm an avid crafter. Yeah, amazing in the fact that it was very complicated. I mean, just trying to think back to the crafting system, the things that they could add to the crafting, more items to make. But if I remember right, I mean, it got detailed. Like you had to make the little items that then got constructed into the midway items, which then got crafted into big stuff. But my wife's looking at her outfit. She's got this cool outfit and the Star Trek mini skirt thing, and everything is color matched except for her big white belt. She said just really stands out, her armband. But yeah, but Vanguard. If you've never played Vanguard, it is definitely worth checking out when it goes free to play. I just went into my Sony account and was hoping that maybe I had like a free 30 days to try it out to get back into it. And nope, I didn't have any free time to play. Every once in a while they give you some free time, but not for me. So, but they had, I don't know if they still have it here, but they had started making kind of like the armory that they have for EverQuest 2, but they have like character. Go and take a look at some characters that people have made. And I'm wondering, I don't even know any of my characters' names. I'm wondering if I have a Jadrian on here. I probably don't anymore. They got one. Jadrian, Talon, Paladin, Crafter, Thestron, Human. Let's see. I've made and deleted people throughout the years. I didn't put my portrait. Oh, I don't have a house or anything. I don't think it mentions my creation date. I don't know if this is one of the people I made like way back when. When did I make this one? Neat going back and no blog entries. Stats. Nothing. I was hoping it would show character creation date. So anyway, yeah, I had a Jadrian here, and I guess I made him and then just set it aside and was playing something else. He was a paladin. I know I tried to do some things like I had necromancers. I think I've tried all the classes, and they're actually all pretty good. You just have to try them to see what you like. I really liked they had a very large amount of character classes and races. What I don't like is games that put restrictions on race and class combos. But fortunately for Vanguard, because they had so many races and so many class options, that you were able to find something that you could play regardless if you might not have gotten exactly something or other paladin, but they generally had something similar to it like a dread knight. So you still got to play similar classes if not the exact same thing, simply because they did have a lot of races and classes. So anyway, that's Vanguard. And I haven't really heard anything else. Let's see what's going on with Guild Wars 2. I'm not sure when another batch of betas is coming out. They're just now talking about pre-ordering. I've already pre-ordered with Amazon, so I'm hoping that when they start to do special things for folks who pre-ordered, I will get something there. So here comes some Guild Wars. Yeah, my wife asked me if I canceled the Terra pre-order. I did. I was just real disappointed with Terra. Not bad, just not for me. Hey, Cynic, how's it going? We're doing a patch episode. Well, my game patches. Apparently, the other day when I patched it and got it set up, I guess they added some content since then because I went to start today and I had a huge patch, so I'm just waiting for it to finish patching so I can go play with my wife. So don't be alarmed if things don't look right. They shouldn't right now. So collector's edition revealed. Now we've seen collector's edition material already, so I'm wondering if maybe they've added to it or if this is old. Yeah, this is probably old. Just based on what I'm seeing here. $150. I guess they're following the my wife puts her brain hurts. Yeah, there's quite a bit to Star Trek at first. Even though they got these really nice tutorial, but there's just so much that comes at you. So she's soaking it all in. It's coming. It'll be better once I can get in there and we kind of run around together. But I'll tell you, I will probably admit Star Trek Online to a new player is probably overwhelming because there is so much. It was probably a lot easier when the game first came out because there wasn't as much content. I mean, it had a lot. I'm not saying it didn't have a lot, but they've added quite a bit since then. But here I'm just looking. Yeah, I think this is the same. They kind of made it sound like it's news what's coming in the collectors, but they're going the $150 route that Star Wars did, Star Wars: The Old Republic, which, hey, if people are willing to pay $150, you might as well charge $150 just because of what you get. I mean, they try to justify it. Fortunately, though, the Star Wars had a really good collector's edition, and this looks like it's a really good collector's edition as well. I bought one collector's edition for a game, and I'm actually really upset that I got it. But I was so excited about the game. Final Fantasy 14, and it came with like a blank book, like a little journal with a little bit of art, and a certificate that I sent away for. And I got a certificate, so I own an actual bit of Final Fantasy 14 history that nobody else in the world has because I gave it some character information and nobody else in the world has that exact same sheet of paper. So I actually own something pretty cool from, historical value. But it really didn't have much. had the key fob that I don't use, so it was just kind of like, yeah. But here with the Guild Wars though, for 150 bucks, if I was willing to shell out that kind of money, some sort of Mistfire Wolf Elite skill. Skill allows player to summon a temporary Mistfire Wolf pet. I mean, that always sells stuff right there. Pets, but that's not 150 bucks. The miniature right lock though. Now this right there, depending on the quality of the miniature, that in itself is 150 bucks because you go Amazon, Sideshow, Collectibles, all these different websites, and just the miniatures that they sell alone can be well over 150 bucks. So, like I said, depending on the size of the miniature, that alone is sometimes worth money. Oh, she just got stuck on the spending your experience points. This is the toughest thing. Even I really don't know. You can look at the skills and read the description, but it's really hard deciding what to put your points in because you've got your ground skills, your starship skills, and what I do is I just kind of look at one and like maybe just spend like 1 point or a couple points. But yeah, spending the points, that's the hardest thing you can do. Fortunately, you only have a few points to spend at the beginning, so you can pick a couple items, but yeah, even my characters as they level up, I sometimes will get 1 or 2 levels before I go and look at spending points because it's so hard to decide where to put points. Fortunately, they've combined their skills in Star Trek. It's a little easier because way back when you actually had in your starship category, you could spend points on like the tactical ship, the engineering ship line, so even though you might pick a tactics officer, you could specialize in science vessels. So it gave you some flexibility, but what they've done now is they've combined a lot of it, which actually makes it very nice. So you can still pilot any ship and then take your skills with you from ship to ship. So if you don't have to worry about making one character that fits each branch. You can just make your one person you like to play and just spend your points accordingly, which is very cool. And then Cynic says, worst comes to worst, you can alter skill point expenditures at skill trainer. So at least that's not set in stone.
What's this thing with the guy standing over a desk waiting to get it from behind?
Well, what does it say, silly? She's looking at her.
You can hover.
She's looking at her skills, and there's a guy. It looks like he's standing over. Well, it's a very inappropriate looking icon, and she's like, "So what's this all about? It's pretty vulgar." And I said, "Well, just hover," and she hovers, and it's the what does it say? The cardiopulmonary resuscitation is your CPR icon. Anyway, if you get into the game and you look at your CPR icon and then kind of close your eyes a little bit and squint and use your dirty imagination, yeah, it's kind of silly. So then, so Cynic says you can reset your points of the skill trainer. Great. Eagle Claw says I went through the tutorial like 8 times and still confused, so don't worry. He's gone through 8 times. It gets easier. And then Cynic says,
Sexy.
oh, but she's sexy, she says, but I'm sexy. So hey, that'll get you far. Cynic says you also had to specialize in an engine energy type. It's much better now.
Huh?
Oh, that's true. No, this is back old days. Like for the ship types, not only did you have to specialize like if you wanted engineering, but then you had to decide like do you want to be like phasers and cannons and
Uh-huh.
weapon types. It's a lot easier now.
There's nothing.
Maybe nothing. Well, the dock is small.
There's no big bloopy thing that tells me where to go.
Oh well. Oh yeah. She's got a mission on the space dock. She's still running to talk to the people in her beginning stuff, and she's used to pulling up the map and having a big circle where she has to go. Just put your mouse pointer and hover over the dots, and it'll tell you where that
Yeah,
particular. Oh, she figured it out. Then it says, Eagle Claw says, I got to the point where I was supposed to be able to choose my first bridge officer, and it never lets me choose. Uh-oh.
so it just gives you.
No. Hopefully she got through
Give
that
me a
part.
tactical one.
Oh, she picked up a tactical one. So going back to this collector's thing here, a chalice. Let's see what a chalice is. Some extra glory with this one-time use chalice. Use glory to unlock rewards in PvP. Probably an in-game item. Tome of Influence. Give your guild a one-time boost of influence. Useful for unlocking guild vaults, emblems, and other items for your guild. Hope you find a guild you like before you waste your one-time collector's edition on them. A Golem Banker, your very own Golem Banker at your command for 5 days. This mechanical manservant will grant you access to your account storage from anywhere in the world. 5 days. So if I gotta spend $150, I would like that some of this stuff lasts more than just 5 days. But here's the 10-inch figurine. That's pretty, that's huge. That means the collector's box is going to be very tall. That's huge. 112-page Making of Guild Wars 2 book, Best of Guild Wars 2 soundtrack, art portfolio and 5 art prints, custom art frame. So really, the figurine, the portfolio, and custom art frames, those would be the only things in there really worth getting out of that, because I guarantee shortly after the game comes out, you'll be able to download the soundtrack and somebody will scan the making of book. They'll probably even have it for sale separately. And some of the custom art, that probably, might be scanned, but it would be cool to actually own the art. And the only other thing out of here that even sounds permanent that you could use, let's see, the miniature right lock. Okay, you get a pet miniature right lock and a Misfire Wolf Elite skill. So, I mean, those two things sound like they're going to actually be permanent. So for $150 though, I don't think that's worth it. I think the better way for me would be if I did the collectors, because I think I'm just doing a standard. But if they offered a collector's edition that was just a digital collector's edition digital items, yeah. So if you do just a digital upgrade, that would probably be a lot less than $150. You're going to miss out on some of this stuff, but you're going to get access to this stuff eventually to see what it's like. I think I'll just go with like the digital one. Change my upgrade. Yeah, I just can't see. But at least once the pre-purchasing goes live, I'll get access to the beta weekend events, which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if it was more than just weekends, but what I'm hoping is it's every weekend, because Tara was doing every other weekend. That was the other thing that kind of turned me off too. Just as I started to get a feel for it, then I didn't have it for a couple weeks, so my mind just moved on to other stuff. So it was like, But if it's every week, then you have a chance, oh, let me just sit down and play some Guild Wars 2. So far, I haven't heard anything bad about the game, so I am anxious to get into my first beta weekend and try it out. I mean, the stuff here looks nice. Like, that is a pretty big case. And then there's your big old statue.
I
That's
don't have very many options in blues. I really need to have more options.
Oh, she's complaining that they don't have a lot of blue options for things. She's trying to decorate her first ship and put its first decorations, and she's looking for blue, and there's not a whole lot of blue options. No, but she's finding it. All right, let's see. I'm so close to being done. Yay. All right, so once we get to the end of that, I'll stop the broadcast, start it up again, and can actually run a regular episode. So the patch day episode is almost done. Almost. That's right. Normally I would have just went on to a different game. I didn't feel like it. I want this one to patch up so I can play it, which is fine because she's got a ways to catch up to me anyway. She's still she's made it over halfway through level 1. So she's just following her storylines through. She's doing some sort of stranded. But it'll be fun though. Eventually, get to see her do her Trekkie dance. Leonard Nimoy talking. I'm gonna get some hot cocoa here. Mm, no sugar added hot cocoa. Speaking of Leonard Nimoy, I was on YouTube and they had William Shatner singing Iron Man by Ozzy Osbourne by Black Sabbath. That was awful. Terrible. Let's see if I can pull that up before we, since my patching's almost done.
I don't know where I'm going.
Let me help her out real quick. Hit your, oh, there you go. There you go. You're good.
Yay!
Luckily the mission,
Auto.
yeah, luckily the mission she had the autopilot, so she just clicked the little take me to it link and now she's plotted a course. So that's nice. That really helps us new people out. Whew, thank goodness. William Shatner, Iron Man. Yeah, check it out. I had to admit, he is. Oh, looks like someone's got the full. I don't know. This is some outtakes. I will admit, I have a lot of respect for William Shatner because he does
It's a problem
anything
as
that
old
he
as gaming
wants.
itself. Stay home and
Anything
just
that he
keep playing.
wants.
Or get to work on time so your coffee breath boss doesn't ride you like a rented scooter.
And he does it. I guess people enjoy it. So, well, who am I to say it's
Who
bad?
says you
'Cause
have
I know
to choose?
I can't sing or anything like that. So.
Your PS3 stays
so
home,
terrible.
but the game goes with you. Never stop playing. PlayStation Vita.
All right. Let's see how much you can hear of this. I'll turn it up a little bit.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Ha 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 ha. This man, can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall?
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my boy William.
See or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Nobody wants him. They just turn their heads. Nobody helps him. Now he has his revenge. Heavy boots of lead fills his victims full of dread. Running as fast as they can, Iron Man lives again. Now the time is here for Iron Man to spread fear. Vengeance from the grave kills the people he once saved. Nobody wants him. They just turn their heads.
Look at that. You come for Star Trek, you get Star Trek. What can I say? Alright, where are we at? Where's a Vulcan neck pinch when you need one? Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Oh, look at there. We're almost done. Oh, my wife's knee deep in some space combats. I'm a-comin', honey. They've almost finished building my ship. I'm about to take it out of space dock. I'm 92% completed. I don't know if I could help her with this particular mission, but I kind of missed the very first levels. I really like that experience. Who needs Tau Ceti eels like Khan? Just play that. Oh man. I'm watching her. I'm so proud of her. She's flying around in her little spaceship taking out Orion corvettes. So proud of her. She's dropping enemy shields.
Into the spacecraft.
Her little phasers are firing away. She's gotten some of her first spaceship mods, so she's upgraded her ship a little bit. So exciting. Oh, she's gonna blow it up. Let's see, how we doing? 95%. Almost there, team. Oh, she's just bounced right along an asteroid, so thankfully that doesn't hurt you. Alright, where we at? 95%. Let me get a little more cocos. Oops, knocked my stormtrooper over. Need more cocos. So close. I'm getting excited. Almost in. I'm so proud of her. She's completed it. She's doing her first mission all by herself. I'm at 96%. Well, gee. I guess I got a couple minutes. We can look at something else. Let's see here. What else is going on in Star Trek land? I don't know. Oh, William Shatner sings Rocket.
A lyricist whose string of hits, in collaboration with Elton John, has made him one of the world's most popular songwriters. Please welcome Bernie Taupin.
Singing. Oh. Cynic asked what type of character did she make? Attack Siren. She made a
Thank you. Good
science.
evening. In
Just wanted a
1972, when Elton John and I wrote Rocket Man, it became very popular.
0 hour. 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high. As a kite by then. Oh, miss the earth so much. I miss my wife.
This is my Patch Day tribute right here.
Lonely out in space on such a tight and I think it's going to be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me back again to find I'm not the man they think I am back home. Oh, no,
98%.
I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse out here alone. I think it's gonna
2%
be a
from now will
long,
stop
long
the
time.
madness.
Till touchdown, bring me round again and find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no.
I see we had someone hop in and then they hopped out very quickly.
Rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise a kid. In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise them. If you did.
Yeah, Cynic says at least this is better than Iron Man. But this has some production value to it, so.
And all this science, I don't understand.
All this science.
It's just a job. 5 days a week. Rocket man. A rocket
man. And I think it's going to be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man.
This kind of left me speechless. I really don't know what to say to that, except we'll talk to you later, Will. We have got just about done here. Well, sorry to have scared off another potential viewer, but oh, you have to use your arrow keys and make that signal match. The red one match the blue one. So you had to press up to make it bigger, left, right to change the wavelength. Yeah, it's a little mini game they added. It's fun. Engage. All right, so oh, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the broadcast real quick, and then I'm going to start it up again and make a actual beginning of Star Trek and hop in. So let me go ahead and just do a quick, well, quick goodbye, and I'll just do another quick hello here